Hello, people of the present, if you're watching this live, and people of the future, if you're watching a recording. So, let's resume our game. And today I am trying a slightly different setup with the sound. It should work pretty well. Anyway, we left off the last episode with us wanting to start a quest. We wanted to beat the sorceress, or defeat the sorceress, attacking Amanaxis Mill, which is down here, and we're way up here. So we'll start moving in that direction. We can buy a bit more food. Food is costly here, but we have a lot of money, so let's get that. Let's see if we have any cards here. Yeah, I remember all of this. Our deck is set up, right? Looks like it. Okay, let's go. And during our voyage, let's talk about the design of Multiverse Cosmic Conquest, of Magic: The Gathering, and specifically Chandalar. So we happened upon a lost city of El Akram. Okay, you found an amulet of each color. Wow, that's a lot. Just like that, we found 5 amulets. This is menacing. I don't think that's the right place to go right now. Okay, let's battle this druid. We might want another giant growth. And yeah, let's start this live stream with a battle against a druid. We've been battling quite a bit of druids lately. So anyway, what I wanted to talk about were a few things. First of all, we've pretty much seen that the entry is pretty high for new players. If you want to just pick up Magic: The Gathering, Chandalar is probably not the first place you'll go. Let's play first this turn. Right. Forests, what did we draw? Confiscate, Nimbus of the Isles, Cultivate, Zephyr Falcon. We need an island. But other than that, it's a good hand. So yeah, the barrier of entry is pretty high. They should have added a tutorial of some kind to this game, just to ease new players into the game, and this way it could have been used as an entry point for newer players. As it is, Chandalar can be reasonably only be played by people who already know how to play the game. You're slightly late, Island. Okay, our opponent played a Grizzly Bears, which is just a 2/2. Could play a Cultivate or a Zephyr Falcon. The Falcon won't be defending us, so let's play Cultivate. And next turn we can play something bigger. Let's choose. I don't exactly remember. Whoops. How Cultivate works. We took 2 islands, so yeah. One goes in hand and one goes into play tapped. But I should have read. Well, okay, I should have read how exactly it works. But anyway, we took 2 islands, so it doesn't matter. So our turn. Nothing to play this turn. We'll wait. Mishra's Factory, nice. So, still energy. All of this is happening. Sure. Assume you're going to attack with the assembly worker. This is interesting. So, okay, he played Instill Energy, which enchants a creature, so the card attaches to a creature. He turned the land into the assembly worker. He turned Mishra's Factory into an assembly worker, and now it should turn back into a land. So will this thing still be attached? I don't think so. Yeah, I was right. Cool. Okay, let's see. Let's play forest. And now we can choose what to do. We could play a Krudget Troll and keep 1 green mana up for a generation, just in case. We could play Nimbus of the Isles. We could play... yeah, let's play Krudget Troll. We have 1 mana up for a generation, or also Giant Growth, whichever one we might need. This should stop our opponent's attacks for the time being. Okay, no attacks for his turn. Yeah, he didn't attack. Okay, Forest Walk. Ah, Forest Walk means that this Dryad will be able to attack us directly. Killer Bees, flying. This is really it doesn't look like a green card. Back in the day, they didn't have the 5 colors down, the color pie, down to a science. So some of these cards slipped through. Anyway, okay, let's draw a card. Draw an island. Okay, let's play an island. We have a lot of... We have 6 lands. We could play a bunch of stuff. Could confiscate something, right? Confiscate enchanted permanent. You control enchanted permanent. I don't think we need to waste confiscate on one of these pretty useless creatures. What does Killer Bees do? Flying, and it can get pumped up. Interesting. I think if we were going to steal something, I think that the Killer Bees is probably the right thing to steal, since it's the only thing with flying, even though the Dryads technically have Forest Walk. But anyway, what if I attack with the Krudget Troll first and see what happens? I don't know. So we cannot play both of our creatures. We can only play either one or the other. Our opponent has 4 forests, so the Killer Bees can become really big and become a 4/5. Technically, we have a Giant Growth, so that can counteract that. We could play the Nimbus of the Isles and keep up Giant Growth and not attack with the Krudget Troll, play defensively, and then we'll have to deal with the Dryads next turn. Or we could take the Killer Bees with the Confiscate, and the next turn attack with them. How much can we? They can be a 3/4 or a 5/6 with Giant Growth. 5/6. So many options. I don't know which of these is the best one. I would prefer to keep Confiscate, because Confiscate can be any type of creature. Like, it can be not only a Killer Bees, it can be something more powerful. So I am tempted to play Nimbus of the Isles. Now, should we attack or not? That's a separate question. So we have 7 lives, and the Dryads will keep poking at us, and our opponent maybe has a Giant Growth in their hand, so our life total may actually be a lot lower than it seems. You know what? The Nimbus of the Isles will defend against most things, I think, right? Nah, okay, I won't attack. Let's play defensively. And wait. Okay, we have 2 attackers. Let's block like this. Oh, wait. There, choose blockers. Alright, he's pumping up the Killer Bees. Looks good. Let's play Giant Growth. Yeah, so we killed the bees. We got 1 damage through. Or they got 1 damage through. Okay. So now, we could confiscate the Dryads just to be safe and just attack with the flyer. We cannot win this turn, unfortunately. Can only deal 7 damage. But let's play a land first. Honestly, I don't think we need to be that careful. Oh, well, okay, let's play optimally. Let's confiscate the Dryads. Our opponent may still have a few things up his or her sleeve. And now we can... again, let's play extremely safe. There's no reason to risk anything. Okay, so our opponent played a giant spider. That could stop us for a while. It won't stop the Dryads. Black Widow, Zephyr Falcon. Also won't stop the Troll. If we attack with everything, our opponent is forced to block at least one thing. At least the Nimbus. No, at least the Troll. Oh, okay. It's been a while since I played this efficiently. Anyway, let's see. I think I should attack with everything. Then play a few of these defensive creatures. Looks good. Ooh, what's this? Desert. I missed this card. I didn't see exactly what does it do? Deals 1 damage to target the attacking creature. Oh man. He dealt 1 damage to what? Okay, let's regenerate the Troll. Strange. I would think he would deal 1 damage to the unblockable creature. But anyway. Okay, now we know that the desert is there. And let's just start playing cards. Black Widow. Probably should have played the Falcon. Doesn't matter. Nice. That's a big thing. Big worm. Okay, and this just gives us the win, right? We play Aether Adept. Targeting the giant spider. Giant spider comes back into our opponent's hand. Now we attack with a bunch of stuff. That should be it. Okay, we've won a Giant Growth and a Verdant Catacombs. But all this time we've been taking cards. Since it's the beginning of the game and we need cards, we might still want these two. But we could also take the Dungeon Clue for Cave of the Ice Worm. And inside there's a Mishra Workshop, Mox Sapphire, and Mystical Tutor. And these cards are some of the most overpowered cards in the game. I'll take the Giant Growth and Verdant Catacombs right now. Oh, thanks, Druid. Give us 4 extra lives. But in the future, I'll be getting more of the Dungeon Clues. Because the way Chandelar is designed, you don't have access to the overly overpowered cards right away. They are hidden in dungeons, which is a way that it's a great way to include those cards, but they're so rare that you have to work really hard to get them, and you need to play a lot of the game without them. Okay, we took a Giant Growth, put it in here. Do we need the land? I don't think we need it. What does it do? Plains, swamps, verdant catacombs. Pay 1 life, sacrifice. Oh, okay. It's a fetch land. Okay, I know these cards. We might keep it for now, and let's get rid of something. Probably Tricks of the Trade. It's very costly. And some of our cards are really underwhelming still. Yeah, let's get rid of Tricks of the Trade. I mean, Giant Growth does something different but similar. and it doesn't cost 4, it costs 1 mana, which is very, very different from 4. Let's see what cards. Oh, there's a forest, we will need this, thank you. Zombify, I remember that card. What's this? Monstrous Growth. Target creature gets +4/+4 until end of turn. This is just a bad giant growth. I feel icky buying this. Princess Tower, we don't need that. Did we? Yeah, we have a forest. Let's put a forest in and get rid of an island, right? We have 17 lands, and what else? A Llanowar Elf. Cultivate. Yeah, let's get rid of an island. Done. And let's see where we are. We're here. We've got quite a way to go. So anyway, yeah, I was talking about rarity in Magic the Gathering. Another druid. Do we battle him? We will have 4 extra lives. Okay, let's battle another druid. But this time we'll take the clue. And yeah, Magic the Gathering, especially back in the day, had a lot of extremely overpowered cards that were really easy to exploit. You'll see what I'm talking about once we get into the dungeons. Well, let's play first. I don't think it really matters all that much. Our ante is really good. Maybe I shouldn't have wagered it. Anyway, our cards aren't too bad. We have 2 lands, 1 of each color, so provided we draw 1 or 2 of them next turn, not next turn, but okay, now we have another land, we're pretty much set. Let's see, the Asp, it deals damage, I don't remember exactly how. Whenever it deals damage to a player, that player loses 1 life at the beginning of its next. Okay, so it's kind of like a 2/1 maybe sometimes, not really. Let's play the Maritime Guard. We'll defend against the Asp. Llanowar Elves, good, good. Mishra's Factory, I like these cards. Okay. Our turn, let's draw a card. We drew our own Llanowar Elves, okay. It costs 1, right? The Vulcan turn costs 2. We could play Cultivate, but honestly, we don't have any cards that cost a lot of mana here, so we might play out our cards instead of preparing for next turn. I don't know. It's usually not the best strategy, but it's okay. I think we can afford to just play out our creatures, and next turn see what we can do with the mana we have. I don't think I'm going to attack with Maritime Guard. It's a good blocker. Giant Spider, okay, and no attacks. Looks good. Okay, we have 2 cards that cost 4 that we cannot play. We could play Giant Growth and Cultivate. Okay. Oh, we actually can, because we have the Llanowar Elves. We have 4 mana available. So our Vulcan turn cannot attack because the Giant Spider has reach. I mean, it can, but it will die. Maritime Guard is a good blocker. Llanowar Elves will probably use the mana to do something. It looks like it's going to be a slow game. Let's play Blight Widow, which is kind of like a Giant Spider, except it's better in every way, almost. Yeah, let's play Blight Widow. No attacks. Mishra's Factory, change it to an assembly worker. Okay. Did it a few times, I don't know why. No attack still. Okay. So giant leeches could be something that can attack in the future, since we have giant growth and this one has first strike, which means it deals damage first in battle. This can be useful. Still no reason to play Cultivate. Primal Clay, we're not exactly sure what it should be. It can be a 3/3, a 2/2 flying, or a 1/6 wall. Right now I think 3/3 is better, but it's not going to do a lot. The leeches could actually do some work. Although, wait. Let's attack with the Blight Widow and see what happens. No, actually, no, let's not. Let's play the leeches. The thing with Infect, you can see in the left here, Blight Widow has Infect. It deals damage with these poison counters to players. So it's not regular damage. And once a player has 10 poison counters, they lose the game. But our opponent has 8 life, so I don't think it's good to start attacking it with poison counters. Because, I mean, they have essentially 10 poison life and 8 regular life, so it's not that great. Okay, changing things to assembly workers. I don't know why he's doing all of this. Okay, 5 times. And then he's not going to attack with it. Okay, sure. The AI is strange sometimes. Okay, we drew a forest. Okay, so this time I think we should attack with the leeches and maybe the Blight Widow as well. Yes, let's do it. Nothing can kill the Blight Widow as of now, right? Yeah, so it's a free attack. Okay, let's see what our opponent does. He blocks the leeches with the spider, makes sense. We will play Giant Growth on the leeches, which kills the spider. Oh, and our opponent has these 2 nice poison tokens. I've never seen these. Okay, now we have still 4 mana. Let's play Primal Clay and make it a flyer, since his spider is down. We can use flyers to go and attack past these small creatures that he has. Oh, heck, he's getting desperate. Alright, so let's block a few things. Let's block I don't know, it really doesn't matter. Let's block the Llanowar Elves and the assembly worker. Illegal block, why not? Ah, oh right, yeah, okay. Can I choose to block something else? Oh well, it doesn't really matter. We can also block with the Primal Clay. Yeah, let's do that. I knew he had a giant growth. I mean, I suspected, but it's fine. All of this is fine. Also, he didn't. His AI is really bad. He used the giant growth on us. Anyway, yeah, this is it. Alright, so these cards aren't really great. So let's take the dungeon clue. Actually, let's see. Oh yes, it's the same dungeon that we saw in the previous battle. Let's take the first dungeon clue. Mishra's Workshop, Mox Sapphire, and Mystical Tutors. Dungeon rules. No red cards allowed. Okay, that's good. Life loss is carried over, meaning that if you lose a bit of life in your first battle, in the second battle you'll start with that amount of life. The same amount that you finished the first battle with. Orcish Oriflame permanently in effect. Okay, I'm not sure what Orcish Oriflame is. Assuming some sort of enchantment. Something that stays onto the battlefield. Let's go here. We still have quite a bit of money and food. Let's see where we are. We're here. And we must go a little bit more westward. Let's see. Oh, we didn't take any cards. Let's see. Are there any cards here? Let's take the swamp. What's this? Wall of vines. Yeah. I don't want any walls. This is just a dragon. This is just a really cool card. I'm not going to buy it because it costs so much, but it's really cool. This is the original dragon. Right down. Let's leave the village and continue going. So one thing that I really like about Chandalar is how there's a constant flow of cards that you can lose cards and win cards, and the cards in your collection are constantly mutating and changing. So you always can build slightly different decks. It's easy to switch things around, and that makes for a very dynamic experience. Okay, the Evil Red Wizardess taps Ammonaxis Mill. She needs 2 more mana taps to cast the spell of Dominion. Your mana tap here is lost. What? Are we late? We were just going to try and defeat the Red Wizardess. There she is. Inglorious 1997 3D with her foot in front of this orb. Okay. So let's just visit a city or a town. I'd like to see what just happened. It looks like Ammonaxis Mill is still there. Ooh, these are really good. Runeclaw Bear is essentially the same as the Grizzly Bears. It's just a 2/2. Could be better than something that we have right now, but this is definitely a good card. It's a 4/4 or 4. 4/4/4. Let's take this. Yeah, sure. Let's edit our deck. We might want to make it slightly more green, considering now we have some pretty decent creatures to add. Rumbling Baloth. Let's add the bear. Let's see if there are some things that are worse than the bear. So we've never played the Coral Barrier. What does it do exactly? It does something with squids. When it enters the battlefield, put a blue squid with Island Walk. I'm not sure that that's really good. So the reason I kept these merfolk, like the merfolk, Coral Merfolk, Maritime Guard, Merfolk Sovereign, gives them a bonus, but it's just one Merfolk Sovereign. I mean, we shouldn't change our deck strategy based on one single card. I think it's still good enough that we keep it, right? Actually, it's not that good if there aren't any Merfolk. If we get rid of this girl and like the 2/1 guy, the Coral Merfolk, we get a more straightforward deck. These are just good creatures. I mean, look, it's 4/4/4/4, and this is a 2/2/4/3. I think it's a good switch. If we end up getting some more Merfolk somewhere, then I'm prepared to bring those guys back. And we're at 41 cards, right? Did we put an extra forest? Wait a second. Lands. No, just lands. I guess we did. Okay, let's get rid of an island then. 8 islands, 7 forests. Looks good enough. The only... Okay, so Maritime Guard is not that good, and Coral Barrier is not that good. Otherwise, all of the other cards are decent to good. Let's just do a quick check and see what's this. Cancel. Do more magical hack. Naturalize. So the trade. Okay, it's fine. We can keep them for now. Can we sell a few of these cards? Yeah, let's start selling. Crippling Blight we won't need. Oh wait, I was keeping those black cards. We don't need this. Let's get rid of this. Kraken Hatchling is way too weak by now. Magical hack, what's this? Creatures without flying cannot attack. Dumb. We're keeping a lot of these cards. I think we should probably get rid of them. A few of them. Maybe the white ones. No, maybe the black ones. Just so you get a few different. It's fine. It's fine. We still have enough money. Okay. Anyway, as I was saying, there's a constant flux of cards coming in and going out of your deck. Thanks. Got a forest. And forest dragon. Sure, let's battle this dragon, and I'll just talk about design of Chandelure in particular, and Magic the Gathering in general. Just a second. Are we having some problems with the audio? Draw first. Oh, I guess that there isn't any audio in these battles. Okay, that should be fine then. Drew only islands, but that's not that big of a deal. Not right now. Although we do need forests. Okay, Psionic Blast. Ooh, I like this artwork. That's good to have in the future. Anyway, Magic the Gathering, when it started out, it had a lot of overly powerful rare cards that, you know, when Richard Garfield designed it, he didn't think that people would just keep buying packs and packs of cards or trying to get the overpowered rare cards. And I remember in some interview he said that if they would have such problem, it's a good problem to have, essentially. I'm thinking that I should have Sonic Blast this thing out of the sky. Let's play Primal Clay, make it a flying creature, even though we're up against a giant spider. And not block. Cockatrice, okay, that's a mistake. Alright. I should probably destroy one of these. What's this thing? Flying, whenever it blocks or becomes blocked by a non-wall creature, destroy that creature at the end. Okay, so this is more powerful than the giant spider. I should kill it right now. Yeah, I made a mistake with this Primal Clay, but anyway. Oh, another mistake. I'm getting distracted. Okay, I have a feeling that I'll lose this game. Oh, what did I wager? A giant growth? Man, all these islands. I don't have anything to play. All forests are 1/1 creatures. Okay, and this time, yeah, we lost. Let's put back something. What's this? Vengeance. Destroy target tapped creatures. Pretty good, actually. Okay, let's put back the Merfolk Sovereign. Even though there's only one Merfolk left, I think it's our only hope. I mean, there's... Okay, let's bring back the other, I guess. I don't know. Let's keep it like this. We lost the game. It's been a while since we lost a game. Maybe the first time in this series. So yeah, I was saying that, okay, now that we're not dueling, there was a huge problem with a few overpowered cards that let you create a lot of mana really quickly, and most of the decks could win on turn 1 because of this. So they had to ban a lot of these cards, and now they're banned in all of the formats except one that's really hard to play because these cards now cost thousands of dollars. They've never been reprinted because if you reprint a card, the cost goes down and the people who have them get really upset. So there are all of these problems that stem from the fact that a game has these really, really overpowered cards that become overvalued. Trade white amulet for white cards. No thanks. Sure. Oh, I think this is where we need to go, right? Yeah, looks like it. And here's the sorceress. Okay, this is going to be hard, but I think we can manage. This place is ruled by the Red Wizardess. To free the city, you must duel the sorceress. Duel the creature. So this time, oh, they have an ante that's really weird. There's a lot of text. It's a dragon. Okay, let's duel it. So this is our first boss battle, aside from the sage in the last game. Okay. I will play first. Sure. It's a pretty cool dragon. Okay, let's start. Fire breathing. Okay. Oh, how are we already at 8 life? Brothers of Fire. I assume that they already had this card in play at the beginning of the game. Okay, the 2/2 that for 3 deals 1 damage to a creature or player and 1 damage to you, plus fire breathing. Okay, so we need to do something about it really quickly. Probably, it's not my turn. Probably play a Mishra's Factory and start blocking it next turn. This is probably the best thing we can do. Right, not this turn though, right? Yeah, nothing we can do. She's going to deal a bunch of damage and then we'll lose, right? This is unfair though. How are we supposed to defeat her? Yeah, right now she just wins the game unless we sacrifice our Mishra's Factory. So we're going to do that. Okay, your turn, Wizardess. Alright. Changed assembly worker. Turned into assembly worker, and let's block. Okay, that's not the worst. Okay, what's this card? Tap to target creature can be regenerated this turn. Okay, mixed zone. Creatures with power 3 or greater don't untap their control. Untap step. Interesting. Okay, so I wasn't aware of all of this. I cannot regenerate and cannot untap my big creatures. Not doing much. I'm going to play Giant Growth, so I'll wait another turn. At least we're not in imminent threat of death, unless she plays something like that. Still, technically, don't die this turn, probably, maybe. We're at 2 life. Opponent has 2 creatures. Okay, let's see what we have. We can play a land leeches. We could kill ourselves with Psionic Blast. We could Giant Growth. Oh, we cannot play Giant Land Leeches. Okay, so let's kill ourselves with Psionic Blast. Actually, sometimes the AI is weird, so let's just wait. Maybe she will mess up. No, she didn't. Okay, overkill. We get it. Thanks. Yes. We're at -5. Man, we're losing a lot of games this session. I think I will pay this guy off and regroup. Oh, come on. Okay, let's battle this Tusk Guardian. Ooh, he has 14 life. Sure. Right. Yeah, we'll have to regroup, get some more cards, and try to defeat her once again. We've lost some of our creatures. We've lost one of our Giant Growths, which isn't that big of a deal, but we need to find a way to gain some life because our opponent just destroyed us the last time. Let's play Maritime Guard. Perfect blocker for this Savannah Lion. Yeah, see? Our the lion didn't even attack. Okay. Giant Growth, Island. Okay, let's play Island, Cultivate. Forest. And Forest. Okay, now we have a bunch of land, and we will just wait for now. Yeah, now we can play some of our bigger creatures. We can play the Troll or the Mammoth. I think at this point the Mammoth is better. I don't know, it really... I don't see which one is definitively better. Considering you have a Giant Growth, the Mammoth could be better. Not going to attack, of course. Okay, this is a more normal duel we're having. Island, okay. We could attack with a War Mammoth, hope that he blocks, and then use Giant Growth, deal 3 damage to him. Or we can just play a Crudge Troll, play more defensively. Actually, we could still attack, though. I think it's fine. We can attack. Our opponent blocks, so we'll play Giant Growth. Yeah, we survived, deal 3 damage. Everything works Fine. Play the troll. And we're facing an empty board. No place for our opponent. We even have a domestication. Okay, yeah, this game is going really well for us. Nothing, yeah. Alright. Okay, these are a lot of cards. We might just want the cards, even if we're not currently playing white. Some of these are pretty good. Erase. No, Erase is not good. Holy Strength, Divine Verdict. What's this? Channel, Contact from below, Mox. Yeah, let's take the cards. We're sort of regrouping, so we'll be taking all the cards that we can. Good. And we're getting a bunch of white cards. What's this? A witch? A witch. Let's battle the witch. 8 life. This is a pretty easy target, I'd say. Let's play first. Okay. Forest. Throne of Bone. Whenever a player casts a black spell, you may pay 1. If you do, gain 1 life. Okay, we don't have any black spells. Good, good, good. Let's play a Deadly Recluse. The defensive card. I think that against the red Enchantress we need a bit more of a defensive start. So maybe a Wall of Wood, these cards that I wasn't taking before could be useful now. Okay, we cannot play the Merfolk Sovereign. What's this card? Just a regeneration thing. Could attack with the Recluse. I mean, our opponent cannot regenerate the Drudge Skeletons right now. Oh, actually, we could attack with the Mishra's Factory as well. Let's do that. Okay. Yeah, we can attack with both of these. And considering our opponent has 8 life, this is actually a pretty reasonable so-called clock. So, 3-turn clock. Nice. So he attacks for 1 damage. Dark Ritual, generating some black mana. Playing The Walking Dead. It's literally Walking Dead. Nice. It's just a zombie that's regenerating. Okay. Throne of Bone. Oh, yeah, I forgot. The Throne of Bone lets him gain some life, but it's okay. Yeah, I like this theme. Skeletons and Walking Dead. Right. Let's play an island. We have 9 life against 6 life. Our opponent is all tapped out, so he cannot regenerate. This can regenerate as well, right? They all can regenerate. I think we should still attack with the Mishra's Factory. Maybe we can destroy 2 of these cards. Although that doesn't let us attack or play this Merfolk Sovereign, but at this point it's just a 2-2. I think, considering how many forests we have, we might want to trade these 2 cards for the Mishra's Factory if our opponent decides even to trade with us. Which I hope he doesn't. I don't think we need to attack the Recluse. Yeah, he took the 2 damage, didn't attack, perfect. We drew an island. Now we can honestly just play a Drake. It has flying. We'll just play a Drake. And we'll be able to fly over all of these skeletons and zombies next turn. No attacks. No attacks. Draw a card. War Mammoth. Okay, let's play a land. This isn't the Merfolk, right? No, it's something flying. It's a Drake. So yeah, we should be winning. Let's turn this guy into a guy. Okay. Then let's attack with this guy, this guy. Okay. And I'll give this guy flying. And there we go, 5 damage in the air. We've got some black cards. Time Walk, Time to Subterranean Academy. These are really good cards, and they're blue. You have defeated the Slimy Witch. Will you take the cards or take a dungeon clue? We could take a dungeon clue, but okay, I don't think I need these cards. They're good. I mean, they're good black cards. I'll take them. And I won an amulet. Cool. Okay. Let's see. First of all, let's see what cards we have here. Swamp. Take the swamp. What's this? 2 damage to target creature and you gain 2 life. This actually may be a really good card if we were going to play black, which maybe is the right thing to do. Liana's Caress. No, that's bad. Foul Imp is an imp with flying. And you lose 2 life. Okay. Let's redesign our deck. Okay, so if we're going to play against a red sorceress, she has all of these small, quick creatures that deal damage, and she has what else? We need ways to add life to ourselves. What's this? Look at the 3 cards. No, nothing. Good. Destroy target artifact or enchantment. This could kill the fire-breathing cards that it has. She has. Vigilance. This is sort of defensive, but no. Death Touch. Hold on. This kills some stuff. Okay, so Sorin's Thirst is a good way of dealing with small creatures and gaining some life. Plus, we can actually buy this one, which is exactly the same, right? No, it's 20 gold. We can afford that. What if we brought back some of this black? Sacrifice the Cruel Edict. It's a really good card. Divine Verdict. If we put back some of these black cards, full strength could be useful. Ugh, I hate this. Paragon, put in. Phyrexian Rager, even though it loses a life, it's still a really good card. Crack Sickness, Sorin's Thirst. Interesting, why didn't I add Steel Artifact to our deck? Unholy Strength, Vicious Hunger, just a 3/2 guy, and a 2/3 guy. Any other black that we have? Verdant Catacombs could be a good thing to... Somebody called me. Alright. Let's see how many cards we have, what kind of cards we have, and if we need any other. We have a bunch of white cards as well. Flying, First Strike, Protection against black. This doesn't help us. Divine Verdict is a good card. Erase isn't. Cold Strength could be good. Chill Hack. Magus of the what the hell is this? Is it bad? Vigilance. Okay. Just figuring out all of this. Okay. So we need a more defensive early game, and which is familiar. Black doesn't really give us this. It gives us Black Knight. That's pretty much it. What does blue gives us? Blue gives us Maritime Guard and Coral Barrier. And I got rid of the 0-4. I shouldn't have. Green gives us Deadly Recluse. And that's it. Man, we really don't have much to work with, huh? Let's see. Okay. I'm pretty sure that blue stays, right? We have two flyers. We have Ether Adept, Domestication, Confiscate, Sonic Blast. Green has War Mammoth, Common Baloth, Windflow Bear, Lanorels, Leeches, Deadly Recluse, Troll, Black Widow, Cleavage. Honestly, green is better than our blue at this point, especially since our best blue cards cost a lot of resource, of mana. Confiscate costs 6, we'll never be able to play Confiscate. And Chasm Drake costs 5. Same goes for the 3/3 flyer with Nymphs of the Isles. If we get rid of our best cards, there's really nothing much. There's Ether Adept and Domestication. These are really good cards. And Sonic Blast. We've got 3 good cards that cost 3 or 4. Green, I mean, Runecloak Bear is very good. Llanowar Elves is good. Land Leeches works good defensively. Deadly Recluse. Yeah, I'll keep green. What does black give us? Black Knight, Cruel Edict. You know what? Maybe black gives us a slight advantage. It doesn't have any expensive cards. And the cards that it has, like Black Knight, is good. The Bat, I mean, it's cheap. It's not necessarily the best card. It's 1/1 flyer, but it's decent enough, and it works with Giant Growth. This is a decent. Phyrexian Rager draws a card, which may be a great effect. Quack Sickness. Yeah. Okay. Let's get rid of blue for now, and let's make a black-green deck. Let's see what we get. Plus, we have a black-green dual land, which helps. All right. Let's see back here. Let's take these islands. It's unfortunate that I have to drag every island individually. This is maybe the most dull thing that we have to do. Naturalize can be useful. Okay, let's put some swamps in, and I'll probably cut 1 or 2 cards from the rest of the deck. Okay. We have 10 swamps, 8 forests, and a virgin catacombs. We don't need all of this land. We need 17. Let's see how much black we need. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 10. Honestly, pretty much the same amount, I think. If it's 8, 8, and 1, that's good. Oh, there's Mizra's Factory as well. Let's get rid of another swamp. We need, honestly, a bit more forests for the leeches and the Creditor. Prepare 2 Soren's Thirst and Holy Strength. Now let's put a swamp back in and get rid of the forests. No, let's the other way around. Let's do it like this. Okay. The reason I'm doing it, I did it wrong. Okay. The reason I'm keeping 1 more, where is it? one more forest in is because we have cultivate that allows us to get our swamps. Okay, 43 cards. Let's cut something else. What are the worst cards here for playing against a red sorceress? Green I like really much. Really much is not a thing. Let's get rid of the horror. Is it just a 4/2? Let's get rid of the unholy strength, I think. Quack Sickness, Phyrexian Rager. Probably the bat. The bat is awful. Any ideas here? Get rid of a bat. Okay. We don't need the imp. Okay, let's give it another go. Ooh, found something. Marsh goblins. Cool. Let's go back in and give it another shot. Ooh, our ante is a Blight Widow. Okay, that's a powerful card, but we're going to try and defeat our opponent regardless. Oh, for some reason she only has 8 life. Good. She won the toss, and we'll play first. Strange, last time I thought she had like 16 or something like that. Sure, start the duel, and she starts the game with already something in play. What's this? Mons Goblin Raiders, a 1/1. Okay, that's way less intimidating than what she had last time. Okay, let's see. We have a Deadly Recluse, Primal Clay, Mishra's Factory. We'll play Mishra's Factory, I think, because it can block. Next turn, not this turn. And Fire Breathing, perfect. And what is this? Iron Star, gaining some life, and cannot be regenerated. Okay. Well, we can block this. Right, so let's see what to do. Which familiar costs 3. I'll play a forest. Now we have a choice. We can either play Deadly Recluse or we can activate Mishra's Factory and block with it. I think it's better to keep Mishra's Factory. I mean, that's pretty obvious. Yeah, I should probably use the Recluse and block with it, make our opponent use Fire Breathing, and get a nice 2-for-1. 2 cards for 1 card. Okay, Ball Lightning. Sure. And now we lose. No, we don't. Man, this is so bad. So Ball Lightning is a 6/1 that has trample, so it will deal some amount of damage and hastes, and it's destroyed at the end of turn. So I wanted to block the goblins, but now I'm forced to block the Ball Lightning, absorbing 2 of the damage, so we'll be dealt 4, 5, 6 damage and be left with 1 life, and that's the only thing we can do to survive. Now, okay, let's play a swamp. Well, we lost. We can't do much. We can play Witch's Familiar and block, but then, I mean, we lose. Unless our okay, let's play this out. Yeah, we just lose. And we lost a Black Widow. I'm so sorry, guys. Okay, let's fight this guy. I remember him being easy enough. Ooh. Force of Nature. Okay, let's battle him. He has 14 life, but his deck isn't that great, so. Okay, Savannah, Savannah Lions. Very thematic. What? Why do we have planes in our deck? This is really, really strange. Oh, maybe since we lost a card, it was replaced with a land. 2 Savannahs, Holy Strength, Holy Moly. Oh, he has a pretty fast start. Okay. Still not a lot we can do. Savannah Lions, okay. Birds of Paradise. Oh, man, this guy's deck is good. Alright. So we have 4 life. If we play the Phyrexian Rager, we'll draw a card but lose another life. Let's get rid of this Plains, I don't like it. But that's the only thing we can do, so let's do this. And we drew a Quack Sickness, okay. Not too bad. At least we can block the Savannah Lions. Survive, maybe. Okay. Man! This is brutal! Ah! Retreat! Retreat! Ah, this is awful. Trade white amulet for white cards. How are white cards doing? 1, 2, 3, 4-ish, 5 maybe, 6. Oh, let's get rid of this. Not too good. We don't have that many great white cards. A few. White Knight. That's similar to our other colors. Okay, so I will have to figure out a plan to beat this Enchantress. And for some reason I have one... Oh yeah, see, we have 38 cards, so we'll have to put some more cards in here. We've been losing. Let's put back the bat. And... do we have any good green or black cards left? Ugh, this is awful. Let's put in Unholy Strength. Okay. Now, we failed in our mission to try and defeat the Red Enchantress. We have a bunch of these amulets. I don't think I need white cards right now. But let's go west. Maybe we'll find some easier opponents and we can... Okay. Ooh, Ivory Tower. This is actually a really good card. Since we start with such a low amount of life, we need to gain as much life as possible early game, especially against a red player like the Red Enchantress. Okay, let's play first. Let's see. Hopefully we have a good start. Okay, what do we have here? Rumbling Baloth, Land Leeches. Well, let's play Verdant Catacombs. Llanowar Elves. Okay. Phyrexian Rager. I will use this ability. Get a forest. Pass the turn. We'll take probably another damage from the Llanowar Elf. Or maybe some, maybe not. Okay. Swamp. Okay, now we can start playing some stuff. We can play the Phyrexian Rager or the Land Leeches. The Leeches have first strike, they can start attacking. The Rager doesn't, but it can give us the opportunity to draw some cards, so we'll keep it for later. Let's play the Leeches. Sylvan Library, drawing all of these cards. Ooh, interesting. Whenever you cast an enchantment spell, you may draw a card. So I'm guessing the Enchantress has an enchantment-themed deck. Cool. Okay, now we have a good mixture of lands and spells. Let's attack. No blocks. Okay, just deal 2 damage. And we'll play the Baloth, or the Baloth. Okay, sure. Aspect of the Wolf. Gets +X+Y, where X is half of the number of forests you control, rounded down, and Y rounded up to the Llanowar. Sure. This is probably going to be going up with time, but I mean, we've got a 4/4 right here, plus we've got giant growths and whatnot. We can go ahead and attack with both of these guys, and if I don't know, I was going to say that if our opponent doesn't block, then we will giant growth and win, but that's not the case. Okay, we destroyed this poor girl's life. Phyrexian Rager, drew a card. Sure, that's it. Sylvan Library. No attacks. Well, I think we've won this one. Blocking there, and we'll use giant growth on this guy. Deal 10 damage, and we've won. Okay, now these cards are going to be very helpful. I'll take the cards. And I won an amulet, which could be a good thing. Okay, here we are. Now let's see if we got something good. We've got a bunch of green cards, so let's see the green cards. Oh, actually, let's put the Ivory Tower right here. Ivory Tower says at the beginning of your upkeep, you gain X life, where X is the number of cards in your hand minus 4. So if you get this at the beginning of your game, and you have like 5 or 6 cards, you'll be drawing 1 or 2 life every turn, which can be a lot, especially if you start with 10 and then get down to like 3 life. I normally wouldn't like cards like this, but it just, for 1 mana, ends up getting you a lot of life. Oh, what's this? This is one of the new cards, right? Search your library for up to 2 forest cards and put them into the battlefield tapped and shuffle your library. This is a good card, but we're not going to play it because it costs 4 and it's just too slow. Other enchantments you control have Shroud. Sacrifice this thing, search your library for 9 enchantment. This looks like a very thematic card. Target creature gains protection from artifacts until end of turn, draw a card. Tribute to the Wild. Each opponent sacrifices an artifact or enchantment. This is really bad. This is really bad. Like, it's way worse than Naturalize. It's only good in multiplayer games, I would say. Even then, it's not that great. Ooh, well, at least we have this Ivory Tower, and we get rid of. Sorry, we can get rid of this 4/1. Oh, it's not here. What can we get rid of? The bats? I don't know. I like the bats actually. Let's get rid of this guy. No, wait. This. Oh, Unholy Strength. Sure. Okay. Looks good. Do we have any cards here? Sure. I'm still buying all these forests, even though I don't need them. Okay, now this is good. And this is really good. And this isn't awful. Okay, and no. put some... Okay. Centaur Courser is a 3/3 for 3, which is great stats. We got another Baloth somewhere. Where is he? There you are. So let's get rid of something instead of this Baloth. Honestly, probably this. It gives black creatures +1/+1, but I mean, the Baloth is just really good. It's just a 4/4. Centaur Cruiser. Okay. Get rid of this guy and get rid of this guy. Let's probably put another land. Let's put a forest back. Get rid of a swamp. Okay. Sure. Okay, our deck is getting better. We can try and take another stab at the Enchantress. Well, this is a cool one. And no, I'm not going to battle you. I'm not going to lose a Quadritroll. Even though the Savannah is a really good card, I'm not going to. I'm going to try and battle the Enchantress. And if I win or lose, either way, Green Wizard sends an Elvish Magi to attack Shahar Haven. Good to know. This place is ruled by the Red Wizard. Is to flee? Okay. Well, for some reason the Sorcerer is different, but I'll duel the creature. Okay. If I win or lose, this will be the end of this video. Either way. And next we'll probably go and try to defeat the Elvish Magi that's terrorizing some village or other. And start a duel. Oh, Brothers of Fire. Man, it's going to be a tough game. So, Tranquil Language. Okay. And either the Elvish Magi, or maybe I'll just go for a what's it called? Dungeon. We'll see. We'll see how this battle goes. Okay, so we cannot do anything against the Brothers of Fire. Jackal. We've seen all of these cards before. Other forests. Okay. Well, I feel like I won't be able to play anything this game. And we really are defenseless. All these goblins coming along. Okay, we can play the leeches. Let's do the only thing that we can do. Hopefully this will slow down the barrage of attacks. So this guy doesn't have first strike, right? No, it doesn't. This guy just doesn't let us regenerate this guy. Gains flying, which could be bad. And this doesn't do anything. Okay. Good. Giant Strength. Enchanted creature gets +2/+2, the one that can get flying. Attacking with everything. This goes through, and we block the 2/2, and yeah, we lost. Okay, that's about enough. Let's go and visit a place, a city, and do something different for a while. Leave me alone. Okay, let's defeat this seer just for revenge. I've been in a few of these seers before. And now we get an island, see? I think that since we lost a card to the Enchantress or the Sorceress or whatever, now it's been replaced with a random land that doesn't do anything. Okay, now we can play a few things. We can play the Bat, we can play the Recluse. Let's play the Recluse just because the Bat can be a 2/2, potentially. Unsummon. Okay, not too bad. Unsummon brings it back to our hand. Okay, we will play the island. Now we can play the familiar, does counter bad, deadly, recluse. Play the familiar, I guess. Just because it costs 3. And it uses up all of our mana. Sonic Blast kills our guy. Not too bad. We dealt 2 damage to our opponent. Okay, no additional land, but we can play same thing as before. We'll play the Deadly Recluse and wait for next turn. Maybe we'll be able to... No, we won't be able to get a 2/2 bat. Ghost Ship. Cool card, actually. And we cannot play the Quadra Trolls. We need 2 forests for that. We can play Quag Sickness and give this thing a -2/-2. Huh. Ooh, honestly, I could probably attack with the Recluse and play a Duskhunter Bat, or 2 Duskhunter Bats, because, okay, let's get a full view of this card. Bloodthirst. If an opponent was dealt damage this turn, this creature enters the battlefield with a +1/+1 counter on it, flying. So I think if I attack with the Deadly Recluse, since it has Death Touch and kills anything it battles... oh, he blocked. Good. I was going to say he wasn't going to block me, but I guess he didn't pay attention to the Death Touch. Okay then, I still will play 1 bat, I think. Do I play 2 bats? Honestly, yeah, sure. Let's play both bats. Ugh, should have... I don't know. I don't know what was I thinking. Ivory Tower doesn't do anything. Quag Sickness actually does do something. We will attack with both of these guys. I could have played Ivory Tower, honestly. There, this is a good card to draw. So, I think that we're winning. We're attacking and playing our trolls. Now that we have 2 forests, we're ahead of the curve. Yeah, definitely. Sure, regenerating. Dealt 2 damage, and let's get another troll out. Okay, hopefully it will survive. There you go. Finally, we've won something. Return all artifacts target player controls. Okay, doesn't do anything. Sure. Alright, we've got some blue cards. I think I will take them, honestly. Just because we've been losing a bunch, and we need all these cards. Essence Drain, Ball Game, Swamp. Okay, so I need to figure out what kind of deck I need to build. Try to defeat the sorceress finally, and once I've done that, I will go on and try to defeat maybe the Elvish Magi and go for a dungeon, because it's about time I start getting into the dungeons, I feel. Anyway, that's it for this episode. Thanks for watching, and keep it up.